alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the New Orleans State Palace Theater for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds of heavyweights between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Piters. His opponents in the blue corner, please welcome Big George Форман.
Okay, let's have a good clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. Teddy, obviously we have a matchup that the fans love, power puncher versus power puncher. But if you're one of the two trainers, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking about defense. If I can be a little bit better on defense, my power's not going away. I'm still going to be okay in that area.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head.
Keep the head moving. Keep your distance.
Good block by Peters. George Foreman's got to deal with the swelling now. We'll see how he reacts. Foreman dismisses that with a block. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. We always see great athletes week in and week out, but Teddy, what sport do you think can produce the best boxers?
Well, believe it or not, basketball, everybody would say football. We saw Too Tall Jones. He got demolished by little guys. We saw Gastineau. He got demolished. We saw Highsmith. He got demolished. A lot of football players haven't done well, but basketball players, they have the physical skill sets where they can make a pretty good fighter. Of course, you have to get a guy that mentally is adjusted.
Holy cow! Just ate a big uppercut. He's in bad shape. Carries that punch intended for the head. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counter punch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
The exchange was something special. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. A headshot blocked. There are different kinds of power punchers, Teddy. Some are sharp and accurate, some are thudding and impactful. Where does George Foreman lie on that scale?
a bludgeoning type puncher, a guy that you have a headache for about a week. He hits you with such stunning punches that it starts to just break you down as time goes on. But either way, he intimidates you with the force of the punch, with the effect of the punch, and the knowledge that he's in front of you with that ability.
Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Foreman's punch stats have shown one thing to me, and that he is committed and effective with the jab tonight, and that's making it so that he can then get the payoff on the inside.
Yeah, exactly. It's getting him there. It's opening the door. It's bringing him into that room, so to speak, where he's able to get a clean alleyway to get in there safe and then go to work.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. A rousing left hand by George Foreman. Protecting his head well with his guard. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counterpunch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
Able to dismiss that body shot. Good looking counterpunch.
Keep moving.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Big George Foreman, originally from Marshall, Texas, where as a youth, Teddy, he was involved in a lot of street fights. I mean, he had a reputation as the kind of guy that you didn't mess with out and about.
You know, we've had a lot of fighters that have come out that route. Boxing has turned a lot of young men who were in trouble on the streets, turned them into not only world champions, but, you know, world champions as people that could serve society. Foreman is one of those young men.
Able to cover up that gut. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Great movement to get away from those punches. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. You know, I wonder if he's taking his man lightly, because he is up on the scorecards, but you can see that he is being pressured and pushed.
You know, he's in there with a real solid guy. I don't think he's taking him lightly. It's just that he's in there in the kind of waters he's never been before, deep waters, and he's swimming harder than he's ever had to swim before.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Final 10 seconds. End of the round is upon us. And if the next round holds up like that, we're going to be in for a real treat.
No, we will be, because both these guys have the philosophy that their best defense is their offense.
A crushing two-punch combo by Peters. Good-looking counterpunch. How is he taking these kind of shots and just dismissing them? What a chin on this guy.
Yeah, well, what a neck on him. Look at that neck. I mean, it's about 19 inches. That is the shock absorber. But the rest of it is he's seeing it. He has good vision. He sees the shots coming, and he's making up his mind they're not taking him anywhere.
Punches land in succession by Peters.
In and out, in and out, in and out. Let's move. Keep your distance.
And crashing to the canvas after that uppercut. Формan is rising up after being knocked down. Big George went down. Now he's going to continue on.
And now he has to find a way to kill that clock.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. George Форман talks about the rope-a-dope, saying, you remember the rope-a-dope? I was the dope. That has stayed with him.
Yeah, it has. You know, that was a ghost that had to be exercised. And it took him 20 years to exercise those ghosts.
Форман dismisses that with a block. Oh, what an exchange. 1 minute to go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh, boy, what a round. Teddy, he may go down just by stumbling the way he's bumbling around this ring.
Well, he's got to stop moving. Actually, you never want to fight on the ropes. This is one time he probably needs to be on the ropes just to steady him and then move his head a little bit. That might be his only shot.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by George Формan. Teddy, what does he need to do right here? He has no balance. His legs aren't underneath him.
Well, you know he can't move because he's going to fall on his own or the referee's going to stop it. So believe it or not, he's either got to grab or he's got to stand on the rope, stay right in front of the guy and move his head to make a miss. He can't use his legs.
He's a weeble wobble in the ring right now, just wobbling away. Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by Peters. Round comes to an end. We saw the knockdown there in that round. A little bit of a momentum gainer.
Yeah, obviously it gives you confidence, but you know what? It can also be a momentum killer, believe it or not.
How so?
Joe, I've had guys where the worst thing that happened to them in a fight was when they scored the knockdown because they thought it was just going to keep happening. And they thought about only the punch they landed, not how they set it up. So they got away from the game plan.
Way to block there. And a smart counterpunch by Peters. You get the sense that they know no other way how to fight. They are going at it, back and forth, toe-to-toe, punch for punch. Excellent counterpunch by Peters. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special offensive happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. There it is! Peters is stunned, and he is hurt. Teddy, he's stunned right there. Now he's clinching right here.
And that's the only way he's getting through this round. He needs to stay there and hold on for dear life.
I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
A barrage of punches now. Good block by Peters. Good looking counter punch. Foreman's showing us a side that we haven't seen before, and obviously the knockdown brought that about.
Yes, it did, and he's hoping that right now that it confuses his opponent. Don't be so...
Oh! George Foreman! He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again. He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
Accurate counter punch by Peters. Good job staying away from the danger there. Excellent counter punch by Peters. Well-placed counter punch by Peters. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by George Foreman. George Foreman blocks that punch. Blocks away that headshot. George Foreman's just not himself right now. He went down, and since then, he's just kind of been lingering during this fight. Not fully engaged in it, just existing.
Exactly, because he remembers that he got caught and he doesn't want to revisit that place. What he needs to do is correct why he got caught and get back to being a fighter. A guy who lets his hands go.
Peters, his cheek is cut, and you can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. punch there. Round comes to an end. And that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic, and that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
Forman's showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Good looking counter punch. He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Формan dismisses that with a block. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
"60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Blocks the headshot. George Foreman's crushed by a huge uppercut. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
Gets rid of that body shot. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Getting it done with that straight right hand. Foreman's got to be really careful there, Teddy. I mean, he's leaving himself wide open.
And what's going to happen next? See, you know, he's leaving himself open. He hasn't paid for anything yet, but that will...
Oh, sure, there it is! George Foreman's hit hard and goes down. down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Blocks that belt line well. He's having a much better round here. Earlier, we saw him being outworked, but right now, he's the one getting to work.
Yeah, well, you know, you go out to a restaurant, you have a half dozen half-shell clams, you might get a tummy ache. Well, he's been eating a lot of left hooks. I don't know if he has a tummy ache, but he figures right about now he wants to get rid of that indigestion. And the best way, start attacking.
This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
Joe, you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
End of that round, and the knockdown was scored. Now, Teddy, the fighter who was floored, how do you treat him? Do you go soft on him when he comes back, or do you get right in his face? What's the way to approach it?
You have to know your fighter. You have to know the temperament of your fighter. Some guys, you know, they just kind of crawl up into a ball and they don't come out of it if you get too strong with them. Other guys, they react well to that. So you got to know what he reacts to, first of all. And the most important thing, you have to get information. Why did he get dropped? You had your right hand down, you got hit the hook. Get your right hand up. You'll be okay.
Good block by Peters. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
George Foreman's coming out here after being knocked down in the previous round. How important is it for him to be cautious here, to make sure that he does have his legs underneath him?
You know, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword there, Joe, because if you're too cautious, hey, your opponent, he reads it. You're not in that ring alone, you know, and then he's going to get more aggressive. So you want to go out there, maybe feint him a little bit. Let him think you're okay. Let him think you want to go after him. Let him think you want to engage a little bit, and then wind up boxing, staying on the outside, buying some time.
George Foreman blocks that punch. Good looking counter punch. Listen, he's still being highly competitive, even though you would have to think, if you're judging this fight at all, that he's way behind. Does that give him hope that still there's a chance that he can score the knockout and get this win?
Yeah, because his attitude is still there. He hasn't given up on himself. And as long as you haven't given up on yourself, you always have a chance where one punch can separate that guy from his consciousness.
Able to counter that attack. George Foreman's clearly made a decision. He's not going to stick with what he was doing. And, you know, a lot of people would say, yeah, absolutely, change things up. You got rocked.
Yeah, if you're a pitcher, you know, and the guy's hit your fastball out of the park or coming close or hitting it on the warning track, you don't wait until it goes out of the park. You change to a curveball. Well, he's changing right now.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. End of the round here. A round that saw a lot of action. The kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
You can see he's trying. Oh, and there you go. Peters is in a bad spot. spot right now. He's been stunned. Foreman's mounting a comeback here, Teddy. Things were going against him. Now the tide is turned.
Good things come to those who wait, or those who persevere. He persevered, good things are happening.
Good looking counter punch. Not able to connect with the uppercut. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Good counter punch. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. There it is! George Foreman stunned and he is hurt. Teddy, what does he need to do right here? He has no balance. His legs aren't underneath him. Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now. Is going to have his hand raised by way of KO. The 10 count reached, his opponent out. He's the victor. Peters is your winner by impressive knockout victory.
And he did it just the way he had to. Stayed on the outside and used those quick hands all night.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you soon.